On December 9th, 2021, a single line of text broke the internet. It wasn't a virus. It wasn't a stolen password. It was a flaw hiding inside a tiny piece of free software that almost every company on Earth was using without even knowing it. Security teams called it the worst vulnerability in a decade. Its name was Log4Shell. The software was Log4j, an open-source logging library for the Java programming language. Logging sounds boring. It simply records what an application is doing. But Log4j was everywhere, buried inside cloud platforms, banks, government systems, video games, and corporate apps, often as a hidden dependency no one was tracking. Maintained largely by unpaid volunteers, this humble tool quietly held up a huge slice of the modern internet. The flaw lived in a feature that let Log4j fetch data from a remote server when it saw a special command. An attacker could simply type a crafted string, and if any system logged that text, Log4j would reach out to the attacker's server and run whatever code it sent back. No password, no login, just text. It was first spotted in Minecraft, where players triggered it by typing the exploit into the game's chat box. Within hours, that same trick was being tested against half the internet. Tracked as CV 2021-44228, it scored a perfect 10 out of 10 in severity. Attackers launched millions of exploit attempts within days, dropping crypto miners, botnets, ransomware, and spy tools. The United States Cybersecurity Agency called it one of the most serious flaws it had ever seen and ordered every federal agency to patch immediately. The real nightmare. Log4j was so deeply embedded that many companies couldn't even find all the places it was hiding. The first patch was incomplete, forcing a frantic chain of follow-up fixes over the next weeks. Log4Shell exposed the fragile foundation of modern software. First, know what's inside your code. Keep a software bill of materials so you can find every vulnerable component fast. Second, patch quickly and watch for incomplete fixes. Third, restrict outbound connections so a compromised server can't call home. Fourth, support the open-source projects you depend on. Critical infrastructure shouldn't rest on unpaid volunteers. And finally, assume breach. Monitor, segment, and limit what any single system can reach. This was a case file from Ozonewall.